Yo, what's up? This is Splendid Radio on Farside TV with my co-host Jeremy Scipio
What's going on, people?
and a very special guest. You know what I'm saying, Mister Will F. You pay me. I get it right.
That's right. That's right. Yep. See, I appreciate that, man. It ain't even hard. People just like if you just slow it down and read. You know what I mean? That be people's problem. They be thinking they know what they talk about. They didn't actually read the instructions and shit. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was talking to Slink and I was like, so is pay me together or is it two words? And he's like, you know what, man, I really didn't even ask, man, but I think pay me sound cool, and he ain't slowed it down yet. And I've been going hard on these flyers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, he been going real hard, man. He make it easy on me being from out here. So all I gotta do is basically see people in the street like, yeah, man, you see that shit Sleep been doing? Yeah, I'm on that show too, man. Bring your ass out there, man. Here's the QR code. Go ahead, let me see you buy your ticket. So I know you're not lying and shit on my Facebook. Cause niggas love lying on your Facebook. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I didn't even ask you to come, but you really not
Right.
coming. You know what I
No,
mean? Like, yeah, people be killing me with that. You ain't got to lie to me that you coming, nigga. Don't come.
when,
Yeah.
when y'all supposed to be down there?
Tomorrow, Mike
Okay.
drop comedy San Diego on Claremont Mesa way.
Yeah,
Where the
I'm familiar with it. I did it. I headlined there in March.
yeah, what's that? 8878 Claremont Mesa. Yup. Yeah,
So
how'd you like it?
Man, it's a great club, man. They spoil you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I like how they redid it because
yeah,
it was a comedy club before, but it was more like you didn't know if you
yeah.
was in a comedy club, an Italian restaurant, a Greek restaurant. You didn't know
Yeah,
what the fuck was going on. Hey, can I
they
smoke
just
in y'all spaceship? Is it cool
yeah,
if I
you
smoke in
cool.
y'all spaceship? All right.
But yeah, now the other dude ran it like it was a like it was a money laundering drug friend or something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Like
he
this
the
ain't what
comedy
we
wasn't
really
even fun.
doing. We just doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, that's cool now. Yeah, y'all gonna have a
Yeah,
good
I
time.
love it. I
yeah,
love it.
so with that being said, let the people know what city you from, Will.
I'm from San Diego, California, specifically Southeast San Diego, California. The nice part. It's the nice part. I don't care what nobody say. It's the nicest. The Southeast is the nicest part of San Diego. You get all the good food. You might get shot going to get the food, but all the good food is in pretty much in Southeast or from Southeast.
Yeah, my family came to my mother moved from Mississippi to San Diego, and
Yeah,
my father was in LA, but he'd come up to San Diego to visit her before they, did their thing or whatever. But
right.
the crazy thing about it is some parts in San Diego that's just like Mississippi.
Oh
Man,
wow.
man. You turn the wrong corner, you are definitely in Mississippi all of a sudden. Like, man, ain't no way. They didn't see black people over here like this at night. Ain't no way. Ain't
Hey,
no way.
hey, little corner stores and the whole little.
Y- Yeah. Look at my boy just got came and see me. Hey, you the laziest worker ever, man. I'm doing this podcast. Yeah, they can see you, kind of. Yeah.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
this ain't nothing. I keep telling people. Probably the second time I had Slink on, he got up and made a sandwich and came back. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, so he can do some shit. Give me that backpack out the truck. Yeah. Yeah, Sleek is comedy for that, man. He don't care. Sleek gonna be Sleek, man. That's one thing I love about dude. Like he genuinely him. He don't be doing all kind of extra shit
Hmm.
and pretending he's something he not. He really is who he act like he is. That's really he don't. That ain't no character. You know what I
Right.
mean? He ain't putting on for the camera. Like no, nigga, this is. Yeah, this is Slink 24/7, man. You gotta be ready. And you gotta be on your toes because he gonna say some shit and probably have other people uncomfortable. You just gotta be ready because like, yeah. I done see him make some people be like, ooh, what the fuck is going on? Where did all these niggas pop up from? And this one is talking a lot and using big words. Like, yeah,
Hey man, I tell you,
yeah,
I went to Slink. I went with Slink to this it was a, a retirement party. And
yeah,
so we at the retirement party, and he starts telling jokes, and everybody's age is probably around 65 or something like that. And so
yeah,
he's like and homeboy who was retiring was he owned a construction company.
yeah.
So Slink was like, yeah, y'all construction company, y'all about the right age. There was a whole lot of dope money flowing around.
Yeah, yeah.
But the funny part about it, they all look like old dope dealers in there, and I was like,
They
oh
did.
man. And
Yeah. He had, hey, his shit be jokes, but it be honest observation. Like if you look at the situation, it's exactly what he talking about.
yeah.
That fool, like he one of the most creative, like off the top of the head people spur of the moment I didn't ever like, work with and shit. That shit make you. I be feeling like you got to be around the right comedians to make you better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you around comedians that when you go on stage, you can say anything and kill these motherfuckers. You ain't never gonna get better. If you around some motherfuckers that's gonna hold you accountable for the shit you up on that mic saying,
Mm.
and if you fuck up there, Slick can tell you like, hey, you need to be writing, bro. I ain't even gonna bullshit you. It's like, yeah, like I ain't even gonna bullshit. You need to be right. Ha. But yeah, he's serious. That shit was weak, nigga.
Yeah.
Like shit.
So
You
it's
gotta
true.
have them kind of honest people around you in this career, because motherfuckers that just be just your yes man and yes your ass right off the stage for good around this bitch.
Mhm.
So
Oh, was it a question?
yeah.
We
Nah,
doing a question? Yeah.
we jump into the double dutch.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the double dutch?
Okay. Sorry. That's just the questions. What'd you think of there's a legendary duo that just crossed 100, was it 100? Their album crossed 100 million albums sold, and it was celebrating. It's the highest, I think, the highest selling hip hop album of all time. Outkast. One of the members
Damn.
released a follow up album, Andre 3000, last week. It was what was it called? Basically, it was an
The
album
blue
playing.
poetry or something?
Blue Blue Sun. I was
Yeah.
wondering if you listened to it, the Flute album, and what you think of
Nah.
it.
I ain't listening to that shit. The niggas told me it was flute. I ain't that interested. Like I probably will check it out just out of curiosity and because of who he is. You can roll this up and so because of who he is, but like niggas ain't trying to hear no flutes, man. You know, like hey,
Y'all
I
cold,
understand you
man.
on your I understand you on your journey or whatever, the self-discovery, nigga, but I don't think I'll ever discover myself. You really bumping a nigga playing a flute riding down the street, banging that shit. Oh, you know what I mean? Loud as the speakers could go, like, no, that's not that's not gonna work for me, man. That scene wouldn't even look right. You know what I mean? Like my mom would probably call people and say I'm on drugs. Like this nigga driving down the street listening to the flute and harps and shit. Like, this nigga in a different kind of love right now. This nigga need help.
My boy called me. He said, "What's up with your boy putting wood in his mouth?" he
That's
said,
cold.
he said the boy
Hey,
got wood in his mouth.
hey,
He said, "Y'all."
I blame Erica Badu for everything, bro. Erica Badu damn near took down hip hop single handedly by herself. Like I used to want to fuck with Erica Badu because she got body and she can sing and she a beautiful woman, but nigga, the way she do niggas afterwards, like nigga, I can't come home wearing a blouse and playing the flute and the bagpipe, man. My family not gonna go for that shit. Like,
Bagpipe.
yeah, she be having niggas in touch with a woodland creature and shit, inner woodland creature and shit. Like, fuck no. He
So
bad,
tell
but
Funny.
what was that?
no, I was gonna say. So tell me this: when's the first time you heard hip hop, and what was the song?
The first time I heard hip hop was probably shit. Sugar Hill Gang.
Okay.
Yeah, Rapper's Delight.
Mhm.
Then it was Grandmaster Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Then I specifically remember the first time I seen Eric B and Rakim's album cover. And my cousin had that and a Too Short album at the same time. Like that's who I used to get all my gangster music and pimp music and all that shit. My cousin Ronnie, that motherfucker used to play that shit, and I just go be sitting in his room acting like I ain't paying attention, listening to every word Ice T. You know what I mean? Every word Ice
Mhm.
T had to say, man. Yeah, yeah. I love. Hey, man. I gotta like. Oh no, man. I really love music. Everybody should, but I can remember everything. Like every time a song come on, I can remember where I was at the first time. Like no matter what the song is, I can remember where I was at the first time I heard that shit. It could be Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? The first time I heard that shit, I remember who played it, and I was like, "Nigga, you serious? This what you? This what we about to do?" But I fucked with it. Red Hot Chili Peppers, all right.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Well, what's your favorite diss track? Or favorite diss tracks?
man, hit them up,
Number one?
hit them up. Uh, Ether, back and forth between two and three between Ether and Jay-Z and Nas, that little whole thing right there. Some good shit came out of that.
Mhm.
And Kumo D when he was on LL's helmet. Kumo D was on one for a cool little minute, fucking LL
Yeah.
up. Like niggas better give him his props. But he was fucking LL up for a good 2 or 3 songs.
You know,
That's an underrated beef.
Yeah, for real.
yeah,
That
I was
was
about
one
to
of the
say
best beefs ever. That was the first rap beef I honestly remember.
it's interesting because you hear all the with all the Rock the Bells concerts and the 50th this and that, you ain't heard nothing about Cool Mo D really being up in the mix of it like that, and he definitely was.
Hey, that motherfucker Cool Mo D was doing this shit for a cool little minute with the little leather, kind of koofies, kind of Sailor Boy
The
hats
Golden
type,
Child, the
remember?
Golden Child.
Yeah, that nigga was hella the golden child. Yeah, hella. That shit was, that was a good little like period right there. Everybody got at Cool Mo D real quick. MC Hammer, like it was some beefs going on back then, man. They didn't make no sense, but it was some beefs going on. Remember, third base was getting that niggas for like, damn, how the Jewish niggas just come in here and just bust at everybody real quick.
Oh man. But the crazy thing about it though, I want to say, man, I, I want to say, Search was kicking something about the Nation of Islam and all that kind of stuff, and I totally didn't even.
Hey, hey, you know what? I feel like Search is somewhere half-ass of 5% of real shit. Cause he did used to say some shit that involved supreme mathematics, and I would be like, bro, that really, are you Jewish? Because
Nah,
you
that's
look like a, you know what I mean? Like you
I didn't
said
even
some
think
shit.
about.
You said some shit that the normal Jewish person wouldn't just, bust out with. Like, oh no, you different. You a little different. You didn't study some shit.
Yeah, no, that's so funny. I didn't. That's once again, you saying that, you talking about third base, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, Search was kicking some. For him to be trying to bag on Hammer and all this, that, and other, and it was crazy because at the time, I was kind of ignorant in hip hop because at the time it really didn't bother me that Search was dissing Hammer, but now as a grown man, I'm kind of like, it wasn't his fault.
Yeah, the audacity of you.
Yeah.
The audaciousness. Nigga, who the fuck you thought you were? Nigga, if look, Uncle Stanley will fuck you up, man. Don't get it fucked up, sir. If you could probably still run into Pastor Hammer today and catch hands. You know what I mean? He could probably still beat the brakes off of Search if they ran into each other like, hey, you remember that shit y'all did back in the day? I ain't forgot about it. And just put hands on Search. I could honestly see that happen. He's still in shape. Don't get MC Hammer fucked up. Like, those wasn't all dance moves. A couple of those were some capoeira moves too, if you pay attention. He knows some shit.
He do.
Fuck
I think
around.
he a black belt.
Man.
He do something. Yeah. They
He
said
do
he
some
put.
shit.
They said that they think Hammer put a hit out on him.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
was
who?
watching. He Search went on a whole press run about his interactions with Hammer, and it was crazy because he was like, I had to see a therapist, and he like it really it really
That's crazy.
for him to start something. It was the crazy part to me was Search started it, but
And
maybe
then
about
had to hide.
well, he went through this whole press run maybe about between 5 or so years ago. He went through a whole press run where he was saying, "Oh man, I had to get my mind together, and we were scared to come to LA, and I had to see my therapist, and I just can't da da da." And he just was going on. And I was like, "Damn, that's like
Hey,
you started it." You know what I'm saying?
the cold part about that is you only heard about that because Search was white. It's probably some black dudes that was rapping that time that went out of pocket as far as Hammer was concerned, or as far as his people was concerned in Oakland, that they had to do the same thing. But none of us gonna admit that shit. Search like, hey man, fuck that shit. This motherfucker had me scared. Fuck them big ass pants and that tap dancing shit this motherfucker been doing. This he had people. You know what I mean? Like it was a movement behind them big ass pants that we wasn't ready for. Like, yeah, man. Get them dance
That's
moves
funny.
fucked up. Hammer get you fucked up in Oakland and a lot of California, but
Yeah.
especially in Oakland. Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
So tell me this. When you listen to music, what's your favorite medium to consume music right now? You like how do you find the new music that you listen to?
Uh I go on Apple Music. I see what my kids is listening to that because I never want to be the motherfucker that, oh man, yeah, my day we listened to this and it was this and no, I be giving this shit a chance. It be bullshit. A lot of it be bullshit. But I do give it a chance. Like, you know what, this beat is cool, but he's trash, or his production is trash, but he all right. Like, yeah, but for the most part, what I'm glad about is a lot of the rappers from, early 2000s, 90s, and the 80s, they coming back. Because we need, like, you know how motherfuckers be like, yeah, these kids is wild. They don't need no guidance. They need guidance. They ain't had no guidance. Nobody telling them what's right and wrong. That's the same thing. What's wrong with rap to me? Nobody telling these motherfuckers, like, look, don't just get on the record saying this dumbass shit. You know what I mean? Because Grandmaster Flash, the message. You know what I mean? They was actually saying some shit and being responsible. These motherfuckers just like, yeah, nigga, y'all sip codeine and lean and shoot up and snort and fucking just go around fucking with no rubbers and I'm fucking everybody, bitch. And that shit ain't safe. Niggas will fuck you up fucking with they bitch, man. Man. These
You know the funny
motherfuckers telling you all the bullshit to do,
you know the
not the
funny thing,
repercussions.
you know the funny thing
What's
about what
that?
you just said?
Yeah.
It was real like a mug. You know what I'm saying? Fools be going for it. They be going for it. Every nook and cranny. They go for it. So tell me this. Who is the first rapper, let's say, in the last 10 years that's contemporary that kind of caught you where you were like, okay, this dude is, he's from another he's from another age group or just whatever, but he's kind of dope.
Rex Life Raj from the Bay Area. I fuck with Rex Life Raj. I'm not gonna say Chris Brown or none of them niggas. I like RJ. You know what I mean? I like RJ. Who
That's
else?
my cousin.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucks with RJ. Yeah, he was my theme music for a cool little time of my life when I was like, you know what? Ain't nobody bitch better than this one. You know what I mean? Like I need to ride around with you in the car playing RJ all day, every time. Every time we in the car, we playing RJ. When he had $30,000 in the console.
Yeah, he was, his mother's my first cousin. And
Okay.
yeah, they was real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
was the
yeah,
real
yeah.
cousins, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It wasn't the bullshit was there. I got one of those. I'm going up to eat
Bullshit,
dinner.
cousin.
I'm going up to eat dinner at her house. And I'm like, man, how are you a reformed gangbanger fixing Thanksgiving and nobody saying nothing about this? Like, nobody brings up the irony that like you was a drive-by shooter at an early age, lady, and now you are sitting here being responsible, working at a hospital, like you saving lives. You used to take them. This shit is beautiful, man. God is good.
Yo, what's your favorite hip hop movie?
Uh, Juice,
That's a good one, yeah.
Juice.
Once Bishop got that gun, he was
Yeah,
unstoppable.
man. It show,
Crazy.
man. Motherfuckers could be a bitch ass nigga at heart. Till they get a gun, they might not even have good aim. These niggas be out here just shooting and running at the same time. Like niggas ain't even shooting back what you running for, bitch. Like niggas just be like shooting over their shoulders, shooting everything but the motherfucker they meant to shoot at. Like this shit crazy, but yeah, Juice showed you what a gun could turn somebody into, and really have people scared of you just because you have a gun. Like it's really niggas out here like that. Like you catch him without a gun, you probably beat the brakes off this nigga. But with a gun, you better watch your goddamn back because this nigga's a shooter now. You catch him in county, this nigga got no wins coming. But on the street, he the nigga. Be scared because he is.
The interesting thing about Juice, and it's a trip. Like for me, I'm the kind of person I gotta look at something like years after it came out to kind of really kind of like dig into it a little bit.
Hey, yeah, as at an older age, so you could get a different perspective because it's shit, all kind of shit that I was like, I don't remember this being in the movie. Like Colors, it was whole parts, and I was good friends with Mario Lopez. Like I was supposed to be in that movie, but my mama hated her and put me on restriction. She never wanted me to make it, but won't he do it? Yeah, mom. I'm still alive here. You see, I'm on these niggas spaceship and everything. You know what I mean? But yeah,
That's funny.
That shit was a crazy ass movie, and it was people. I know I saw that movie like at least 50 times as a kid. But now I looked at it and I was like, I do not remember this part of this movie. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, whole chunks of this shit.
Yeah, yeah, and
Like
I
that ain't happened to
Mm.
you. Like you watched a movie that you know the movie from back in the day. Now all of a sudden this whole different scenes that you don't remember and shit. Like what the fuck was I doing? We didn't have cell phones. Like what the fuck was I doing that I missed this whole shit repeatedly?
Tupac was a sociopath, man.
Man,
You
What do
know
you
what I'm
mean
saying?
by that?
that nigga got that gun and turned into something. That nigga was the
Yeah.
Incredible
Oh,
Hulk with the gun.
yeah, he
That
was
nigga,
he was out of his
Nah, dude,
mind. Yeah, he
a
was.
sociopath is a person that they could be just a cold-blooded killer, but their personality don't it don't necessarily like you might not know it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
How is that
yeah, they
different
can
from a
hide it real
psychopath?
well. They blended real well.
That's a psychopath.
Hey, I shout out to my cousin. I'm not gonna say his name, but yeah, they wanted
Uh-oh.
me to sit there at this nigga funeral and listen to them lie like he wasn't a serial killer. I was like, nigga, I was
Oh
like,
man.
God heard all of y'all. Soon as I got up to the mic, God heard all of y'all,
Oh,
and
you
not
said that?
only is yes,
Oh,
the
you're
fuck they
wild.
gonna do?
You're wild. You're
Yeah,
wild.
God. Everybody know I was telling the truth. This nigga's a serial killer. I hated when my mom would leave me at his house. Like I never knew if it was gonna be my day because I've been there when this nigga did some shit, and I was like, "Why you do that with me? You know what I mean? You could have taken me home. I was playing He-Man, nigga. You know, you didn't have to bring me along your escapade and shit. This is bullshit, man. Take me back to He-Man, man." Shit.
So tell me
Yep,
this:
yep.
what was the soundtrack to your junior high school experience?
I ain't no joke. Eric B. and Rakim,
Hey.
that album, that fucking NWA's first album with Fat Girls on My Jock, fucking Dope Man, the first We Want Easy, like they first album, yeah. I was the only black kid at a mostly Mexican school. It was like six of us, but they never put us in the same class. I was the bootleg plug on that album when it came out. You hear me? I was selling that shit to the motherfucking Mexican gangbangers left and right. Memorex tapes I stole from Safeway. I was hella bootlegging in WA back in the day, nigga. Don't sue me, Dre.
Yeah.
That nigga will
That's
sue
funny.
the fuck out you.
You have a secret or hidden talent?
I think all my talents is like some secret or hidden talent because I was telling motherfuckers I was gonna do comedy for 2 years and I was doing it. And even my mom was like, he lying. Don't believe that shit. He playing. Y'all believe that shit? He fucking with y'all. Like, nah, until I was funniest in San Diego, my mom didn't even believe I could do comedy. Like, or not that I could do it, she didn't believe that I was doing it. I could write poetry. I'm a good writer. Like, just period. I used to win fucking essay contests, but then I'd be getting fucking fucked up citizenships. I be getting I wouldn't do my homework, but I win all the little essay contests. Like, man, let me come up with some shit. Yeah, that's I can do all kind of shit, bro. I think I'm like, oh no, I could just do some shit. Motherfuckers be like, man, what do you do? Nigga, I just do my best, man. Whatever gonna make me money that for that time and ain't gonna put me at risk of going back to prison. Like, I'm cool. Let's do it.
I got a good one for you. So we got a part of show that we call the Monkey Hustle Chronicles. And what's the craziest scam that got ran on you, or somebody that you may know ran on somebody else?
Fuck that. I could talk about it now because them motherfuckers is long gone. But I used to sell like speaker boxes with the speakers with a big ass boulder taped down in that bitch to sailors and brand new speaker boxes like we stole them. Y'all shouldn't have been trying to buy stolen shit in the first place. Then I used to do I used to do that. We used to do that to the motherfucking military motherfuckers, man. Salute to the troops. But man, back in the day, I was trying to get in y'all pockets. Nigga, I'm sorry. But fuck that. My mom was working too hard, man. And I like toys and shit. My nigga, I like gadgets. Nigga, I got a couple drones in the trunk right now. So yeah, man. I'm sorry if y'all fell victim to that shit, man. I hope you got some actual speakers, and if you still got that speaker with the rock in it, my nigga, when I'm famous and shit for real, I'll sign that shit for you. You can tell niggas like, yeah. When this nigga Will was in high school, he was so bullshit. I would come up with bullshit ass scams, and I would be saying it as a joke, but motherfuckers, we would really end up doing that shit. Like dumbass shit. Like I heard somebody in the song talk about Lemon Head Delight. And for 2 weeks, I sold crack. Nigga, I sold the inside of a lemon head for 2 weeks to the point where motherfuckers was like, hey, you see the one dude? Like, yeah, he kind of taller than the other little youngster. Like, yeah, I was selling the inside of lemon heads, man. I did some bullshit, but I'm childish. I think shit is funny. Like motherfuckers do some shit to me, I'm not gonna do no regular shit to like get you back. I'm gonna sit around and one day the funniest way to retaliate to get you possible. You know what I mean? Like, man, how can I get you and not go to jail, but really make you understand? Like, man, this motherfucker, I should just leave this shit alone. Like.
What job gave you the best experience?
Getting blowjobs, to be honest, all them other jobs was trash. Like I cannot work for other people. Like I'm filming a little series of skits right now about that, how like I can't work for other people. You know, that shit's not a good feeling to me. When I wake up now doing comedy and shit and pushing my hustle and knowing this all on me and not I gotta compete against this motherfucker who did took coke before he came into work and he cleaning more cars than me. It hurts. Or I'm over here selling phones, being manager at this phone place, and they got me at the worst store they could have me in the world. Like none of the customers speak English. Like all of them is like from India and shit. Like, why don't y'all do something smart? Like play somebody that they could communicate with at least next to me. Like they just had a nigga there. We would never sell phones because I wouldn't even give a fuck. I'd be like, hey, we ain't never got to sell shit. Long as my check come through. We ain't ever got to sell shit. Like, oh no, bro. I know I ain't meant to have no job with working for other people. So I gotta hustle for myself. Like, when I worked at Hertz, for example, bro, like I just feel people do shit at work that is hella disrespectful. Don't
Yes.
feel like it's disrespectful, but I do. You know, you know what I mean? Like motherfuckers would just eat your lunch. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I was traumatized during my lockup because I seen weird shit. Like I'm signing up for a phone call and motherfuckers is butt naked in the shower having a real fight where they wrestling. I can't do that. I didn't come here for that. I don't want a nigga to hit me while I'm naked. I'm gonna go get dressed and wait for you to dry off, sir. I'm not gonna wrestle around with you on the ground. Like I knew I wasn't supposed to be in jail, bro. Too. That was some other shit, man. Don't ever go to jail if you ain't ever been. That prison shit is the gayest shit you could do. If you homophobic, you really don't want to go to prison because you go wear drawers, another dude did wore just like a pimp, just you share the next bitch wear the same drawers. Like, yeah, that prison system is some shit too, man. Don't do that shit. I learned my lesson. I don't ever want to go back. So yeah, I'll be trying to go to church on Easter at least. God damn, man. Whatever I gotta do to stay away from prison. Anytime another man can just pop up and be like, man, look, let me look in your ass. That shit ain't cool, you know? Like if you just think about it, everything about prison, I used to just look at that shit like, you niggas is in here having a good time, huh? Y'all ain't learn this shit. Y'all gonna be back. You know what I'm gonna do? Not write you niggas when I get out. Get the fuck out of here. You I have to get away from y'all and this bullshit. But yeah, man, I'm high. I'm talking about all kind of shit y'all ain't asked me about,
Nah,
huh?
you good, you good. You answered it perfect. In your senior year of high school, what did you think you be doing when you graduated?
To be honest, selling weed. Like
Real,
I
realest
fucked
answer
off
so
some
far.
I, I fucked off some football shit to sell weed. So I know I was dedicated to the wrong shit. And now people be like, hey man, I thought you was gonna go to the pros. I'll be like, oh, that's crazy. Cause I thought I was gonna be the best weed salesman there ever was. But I kept smoking all this shit and I kept getting caught. So that shit didn't work out early. That shit did not work out. That football shit is cool now, man. I'm still trying to get an NIL. Niggas got me fucked up, man. That's why me and Slink went viral with that bullshit. Going back to my high school, I'm trying to get an NIL, Dion. If y'all got a plug to Well Off Forever or Dion Jr., Shadur, I could play quarterback. You just gotta let me stretch 2 days in advance, but I need an NIL deal, man. I need to be the first comedian with an NIL deal. Ain't nobody else even asked for one. They ain't thought about it. I need my shit.
Your first time doing stand up. What was that like?
Actually, I went to sell Tommy Chun some weed. He used to have a comedy room out here in San Diego, out in Pacific Beach. And Tommy Chun like a legend, and to me, that's just my nigga who I really gotta be ready when I'm around him because he'll talk about me and I need to be ready to talk about his funny looking ass back. So I just be joking and talking shit all the time and we just be having conversations and I meet different comedians like that. They come to his room. I have come down there with weed, motherfuckers get weed, we sit around, smoke, talk, eat, whatever. But then one day he was like, hey man, dude, one of my dudes fell out, man. Just go up there and talk shit. And that motherfucker put me up on stage. And them motherfuckers was laughing and all I was doing was saying like some real shit. Like, yeah, a lot of y'all might be from San Diego. I'm from San Diego too, but I'm from Skyline, not the Skyline they show on the news. The Skyline that they show in the news. Like it's different. Like you can get shot. You can get shot at any time. Like it's better now, but back when I first started, like that was a hot little period right there.
So you talking about Cheech and Chong? Tommy Chong?
No, Tommy, not Tommy Chong, Tommy Chun.
Oh,
That
okay.
motherfucker, you bitch. That motherfucker, he was in he used to be on all the Def Comedy Jam shit. He used to be in Master P's. I got the hookup. He is on the bike with the helmet on bullshit, acting retarded and shit. I could say retarded on y'all show without you getting in trouble because niggas know they retarded out here too.
You
I'm tired of
good.
motherfuckers being like, hey
He didn't
man,
already.
don't say retarded, bitch. You retarded. Trying to tell me what to say. Some retarded shit behavior right there if I ever seen it.
Oh, sheesh. That's funny. I'll say, what's the what's the meaning behind your name?
My government is William Faulkner, and I like to be paid, and I don't like people to act like they not gonna pay me when I do this comedy shit. Like niggas that really, this the only job I ever had where a motherfucker with a straight face will offer to pay you with some bullshit, like a
Yes.
chicken sandwich or here, man, we gonna hook you up with this salad and a couple drinks. Like, no, bitch, I didn't drive all the way up here, use my gas money. I could have stayed at home in my motherfucking massage chair, got high, and played PlayStation if I wanted to waste time. I didn't come here for that.
Mm.
Excuse me. I be wanting to get paid, man. And these motherfuckers, if you ain't on top of your shit, they will pay you out. Some shit. I didn't have shit go hella viral on other people's shit, and I didn't get no credit. I'm like, damn, man, how much money you over there making off me? Millions of views, motherfuckers. I didn't have motherfuckers like, how long you been doing comedy, bro?
Shoot, since 2010, 2011.
Okay. So me and you kind of started around the same time. Have you had somebody more popular than you steal your jokes before?
Yeah, I totally once I got in this game, I kind of like just let go of that. But yeah, I mean, I seen what happens is people come to me with it and I have to ignore it. But I mean, it's been from just comics, on the scene to, my one boy seen my stuff on I think it was the Tonight Show. He screenshot and sent it to me, and he like, yo, come on, man, like let's get him. I'm like, nah, that's yours, bro. I don't want no parts. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's just part of the game, man. People, there's creators, and
Yeah.
there's thieves. People who ideas don't come to
And
them.
there's takers.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like it's easier for me to tell jokes that's really about my life because if you steal that, you a weird ass nigga. Like you like a single white female type of nigga. You
Yes.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's a
Like
good. That's a good reference.
so like yeah, you gotta watch that shit, bro. Cause I didn't have motherfuckers and I'm like, damn, you really making money doing this shit. I must be real good if you need my help. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
shit, that shit kind of encouraged me. I had a motherfucker all on Shaq All-Star Comedy Jam. And I had several people texting me like, hey, yo, Kardashians joke all over Shaq's All-Star shit. I just watched it on Netflix. Meanwhile, I'm at work at Hertz. I'm like, ain't that a bitch? Like, shit. Eating turkey sandwiches for lunch and shit. Ain't this a bitch? Motherfuckers is famous, man. Y'all don't even know I'm famous in here. I'm on Shaq's All Star Comedy Jam. I mean, it ain't me, but it's my shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. So you gotta look up and see who you're talking about.
Man, motherfucker saying,
What year?
uh, it had to be 2018, 19, somewhere in there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I
but
ain't gonna
yeah,
say no names, but yeah.
motherfuckers start saying my Kardashian joke, but it was some shit I came up with. So you don't think like this. So
Mm-hmm.
your brain don't work like this. Like everybody brain work differently. But so you're not gonna come up with Joe Jackson or Chris Jenner is the Joe Jackson the whole bitches. Like that would never cross your mind, lady. This not no life you live. You're not around whole bitches. You're not gonna put that. You're not even gonna correlate them two. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
to see that motherfucker start saying that shit, I was like, damn. I'm glad you didn't finish because probably would have had to have my mom put tips on you, man.
Yo, mom.
Moms
Oh,
ain't
that's
with
funny.
none of that shit. Hit you with one of them bunions, get your ass dusted off. Hey,
Yeah.
I mean like taking that shit as a compliment now, but then
Mhm.
while I was at work and having several people blow my phone up telling me about this shit at once, I'm working a double shift, like a mandatory double shift. I'm cleaning cars. I'm like, man, are y'all motherfucking serious? Like,
Mhm.
man, that's crazy. I wonder how much they got paid for that shit. That was the best joke you had in that whole shit, to be honest with you. Not even on no cocky shit, but yeah, that was the best joke. You started the best joke of your whole set, goddamn it.
You
You
lucky I can't pull
motherfuckers,
it up. I
man.
can't. Yeah, but yeah,
Hey.
man. It's funny to I say, because comics they'll either just take like a joke or two, or they'll take your swag, like how you got to that point. But I think the thing that bothered me the most was the TV thing. I mean, I don't have no proof or evidence other than like multiple people coming at me with it, like, yo, that's you. Like, I don't know who saw you do what, but
Right,
but you, like you said, you think about the money, like, dang, like how much easier it would have been to just break you off something like, oh, or go like, yo, can I
right,
have it?
man. Just give credit where it's due, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just show appreciation, because you don't know what a motherfucker going through, and you might boost that motherfucker's drive. Like, okay, I do got this shit, instead of
Mm-hmm.
a motherfucker feeling like, damn, a motherfucker take my joke, and I'm here at work.
Well,
You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Fighting fight motherfuckers over a turkey sandwich, man, with cheese. Like, this is bullshit. These niggas that ate my lunch. I'm in here fighting with them, and your ass is over here telling my joke in front of Shaq. Cold world. Cold world, bro.
That's funny.
Your favorite comedians.
Robin Harris.
All right. I couldn't appreciate Robin while he was here as much as I probably should have. But after the fact, um, I saw his brilliance, and on some whole other stuff,
Yeah,
I saw Faison's brilliance when he did the cartoon. I
right,
mean,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah. You talking about
mean,
Baby's Kids?
yeah,
right, right,
that was some that I
right,
didn't know that it was Faison until I saw Faison do an interview, and then he said, yeah, I'll do and do, and then I'm like, damn,
yeah,
Faison's hella. I'm like, he's hella cocky, but he's hella talented, man.
right. Yeah,
That's
it's
that
a reason.
weird that.
It's a reason. Shout out to the big Cuban homie, man. Shout out to Faison, man. Yeah, like, that's one of the dudes. Like, it's a lot of motherfuckers that I could say, just tell you some shit in this business, but that's one of them dudes I know if I call Faison, not even just because I'm from San Diego, but like our family ties, and like he's a motherfucker that I know actually want to see me do good at this shit. You know what I mean? Like, that
Mhm.
motherfucker always one call away. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that'll tell you some bullshit. I like giving motherfuckers credit for being real, because there's so many fake motherfuckers out here. I just had to cut a homeboy off, man. That shit hurt my heart, but I was like, you know what? What the fuck am I fucking affected emotionally about this shit?
Mm.
When we was little, that nigga used to come blow out my candles at my motherfucking birthdays too. This nigga been a hater for a long ass time. You know that one kid that every year would get mad at their birthday at everybody's birthday party? That was that nigga, man. I was like, man, I overlooked all that shit, but fuck that, man. You done got heavy, and I'm tired of this shit. I'm about to be 50, nigga. I need to stretch just to get out of bed, nigga. I don't got time for this bullshit.
Hey, I feel you. When you get older, man, your tolerance
Mm,
level, just like, man, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, them red flags that you used to overlook and be like, man, fuck it, we living on the edge. That's all I like. Can't get out with him. We doing our shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. I want to have a good time. I want to have memories. I want to have vacations. I want to, smoke good weed. I don't drink, but everybody have they whatever they vices is. Like, I want everybody to enjoy themselves and have their own shit, so they can't ask me for shit. You know what I mean? I want everybody around me to have their own shit. Everybody to be like striving to be doing something, be the best at whatever they trying to do, whatever they lane is, So they don't never have to ask me for nothing, man. I love that. Like I love that kind of people. We all trying to do better, so I don't want to have to ask another motherfucker for nothing. I hate that shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to ask nobody for shit.
You know what? I had a baller homeboy, and back in the day, he just always kind of looked out for me. We was cool before my mom passed, and then after my mom passed, it was kind of like a little tragic thing or whatever. He just kind
Yeah,
of like really like pulled me in. And I remember this one particular time, um, the Far Side was performing at this college, and
yeah,
homeboy like he was doing his thing back in the day. He probably had about four different apartments around town. He had one like on Wilshire. He had one in Venice, and I'm talking about at the same time. I'm
yeah.
not talking about, you know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Whatever.
He
He
had
had
his bread.
the upstairs, downstairs, probably about 3,000 square foot loft downtown, back cave, whole little whoop whoop. So we was at this show, and it was when I was just kind of like, man, kind of trying to find my way, really didn't have no money like that, whatever. And homeboy was like, hey,
Before y'all blew up and shit.
yeah, well, I was just at that time, I was just hanging out. I was just a homeboy, and I was kind of, doing my little thing here and there, but I was, shit. I didn't, but to get to the point, I remember we was at this show, and he was like, you want to go to the club with us? And we're gonna go to after hours after the club. And I think I had
Yeah,
rode to the show with the group, but he had came to the show because I think I might have told him about it, whatever. So I was like, man, you about to do an all-nighter. I was like, man, my pockets really ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? We'll.
yeah,
And man, I mean, this don't sound like a lot, but at that time, man, I was in my like, man, I was like might have been about 27. Might have been about 27. He gave me $500, gave me some smoke. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh man. He's like, nah, man, you hanging out with me tonight, man. He's like, dude, you don't. I just say that to your point. You know what I'm saying?
you
That's a
never
home.
know.
Well, that's a homeboy where he's like, dude, I don't want you don't have to ask me for nothing. Like, dude, you coming with me, you kicking it with me, you hanging out with me. Here's yours. You do your thing, but we're together so that we can do, you know what I'm saying, do our thing. And I had
Yeah,
never had nobody do nothing like that for me before. And I was just like, damn. But that was
yeah,
it.
because that shit is rare, man. Motherfuckers ain't. And sometimes I understand it because you gotta be aware of motherfuckers that just want to hang out with you for the benefits and fuck your shit off like niggas fuck that everything off for pop. You know what I mean? Doing all that wild ass shit while this nigga sleep, but you hanging out with him, and now this nigga look like a rapist too. You know what I mean? This nigga sleep. Like nigga, you gotta watch out for that shit. Some motherfuckers really that they really be on that shit, bro. Like, yeah, fuck it, man. Like whatever, like what I can't remember who had that song when they was talking about I hope your opportunity survives the opportunists. And
Mm,
that's some real ass shit. Like you could have a motherfucker that be up under you, that's your family that
yeah.
all of a sudden they on some bullshit or been on
Hey,
bullshit and you been overlooking it. And these motherfuckers, now that they see you getting opportunity, they feel like this their opportunity to prey on you like they've been waiting to do for years. So I half-ass understand that, but still like I can't be nobody but who I am. So I'ma always be genuine with everybody. And if I can help motherfuckers, and I talked about this with one of my friends, my friend Teron. He got oh extraordinary banana pudding. I got some in the back. If y'all ever come down to San Diego, make sure you go and fuck with them. Cause that shit fire, bro. He got all kind of different flavored banana pudding. But me and him birthday is on the same day. So
Mm-hmm.
me and him, like, we been tight for some years. And we was talking about that sometimes motherfuckers are not realize it because they got a good heart, they'll put themselves in a fucked up situation helping somebody. Like you'll lose all your shit based on you helping the motherfucker. Like I know some people right now that let a motherfucker come stay in their house, and they live in military housing. Now they want the motherfucker to leave, and the motherfucker's like, "Oh yeah, before I leave, I'm gonna make sure y'all get kicked out though. They gonna know I was here. I ain't just leaving like that. Like, who does that? Motherfuckers." Like the initial thing was to help you. Like that ain't helping them. You coming taking up room at their motherfucking house. Like, just people think different. That's all I'm saying. I feel like shit I feel is disrespectful sometimes. Other people just feel like this is how you live. This is everyday normal shit. Like, fuck no, motherfucker. That's why I want to get away from your ass. As soon as you do it to me, I'm gonna take it the exact way it's meant. These motherfuckers be out here nuts.
Social media goals.
My social media goes, oh no, I want to get back, get some money off that shit. If I ain't getting no money off that shit, fuck that shit. Like I like making skits and the little shit just because it's a challenge to me. Like I don't really give a fuck if nobody like it. To be honest, motherfuckers just happen to like them shit sometimes. But other than that, if I ain't getting no money from that shit, fuck that shit, because that's where my baby mom stalked me at. That bitch probably watching that shit like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. I'm on a spaceship and shit. Nah. Hey, she gonna feel special. Hey, she gonna feel special. Like, see, he talking about me. He talking about me.
Is she watching right
Shit
now?
funny as fuck, huh?
She watching right now?
She probably is, man. She always watching me, man. That bitch is the watcher that Dr. Dre and Rakim was singing about.
Hey, that's all hard. That's all hard.
Man, that's her, man.
What's the best advice anybody's ever given you?
Ricky Harris told me that he was glad that he was seeing me fuck with me. Yeah, coming to the show. You coming to the show tomorrow? Okay. What time start? 8. I don't know the whole show. I'm hosting. Yep. Y'all get up. Yep. Good looking. My bad, y'all. Okay. Yeah. All right, y'all. Hey, tell him don't lock me in here. Oh, yeah. My bad, y'all. They was leaving this shit.
Good.
Well, yeah, man. Fucking Ricky Harris told me like he seen me getting millions of views and all that shit on that all deaf shit, but that. Okay. Yep. I'll pull up. Yep. All right, y'all. Yep. Okay. All right, bro. Yep. Y'all be safe. He told me don't expect to get rich working for nothing with all deaf or deaf comedy or nothing. He said don't expect to get rich. He said because if you think about it, nigga, Russell Simmons been putting VHS tapes of me out since VCRs was and beta tapes was popular, and I ain't getting no checks off that shit no more. So yeah, you could get 1 million views. You better use that platform to the best of your ability and like branch off from that to do your own shit. Because other than that, you're gonna be looking real goofy while they looking at you like thank you for doing all the work. Oh yeah. That and don't take this shit personal.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Yeah, Martin told me don't take this shit personal because I'll be like, I don't never want to be the comedian that's sitting there looking at other comedians like, hey man, I'm funnier than this motherfucker. But part of the reason I started doing, I got into this shit and loved it because it's like a competition to me. Like, I don't give a fuck if we friends. When you get on that motherfucking mic, bro, like, I ain't trying to be the nigga with the least laughs in this bitch. Like, fuck nah. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be the dude that at the end of the show, like, hey, good show, man. Hey, your show was all right, bro. You keep writing. You keep right, man. Don't worry about nothing, man. Don't let this crowd like it wasn't you. You know what I mean? I don't need that speech. Fuck that.
So tell me this. If you could have a biopic, what would it be called?
Hey, you know what? The same thing. I want my first comedy special to be called, and I told Rakim this shit that I want him to come out and sing that shit too.
Oh
Could
wow.
y'all guess what it is? It's an Eric B and Rakim song.
Paid in full?
What's your guess?
Paid in full?
G. G, what's your guess?
Okay.
Ah, shit. I ain't no joke.
Right.
Oh, I ain't no joke. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I hella want that to be the fucking name of my special, man. And I told Rakim, he was like, yeah, I'll do that shit. So yeah, I don't think Rakim be lying. So yeah, my comedy special gonna be called I Ain't No Joke. You know what I mean? I don't know if he gonna do it via FaceTime, and I'm gonna have to play it for everybody, but he is gonna do that.
Oh, that's hard. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
who would play you in the film?
Who would play me right now? I would say Eddie Winslow, but because everybody say I look like that motherfucker.
Oh no way. They say you look like Eddie Winslow.
Hell of motherfuckers say I look like he was somewhere with me, and the motherfuckers is like, "Are you guys brothers?" Like I ain't never seen this thing in my life. I don't even know if he smokes weed. Ain't no way you my brother and he don't smoke weed with me. Ain't no way.
Darius
But
McCrary. That's
yeah,
hilarious.
man. Since I was little, he was in some shit with a little white kid when they was stealing cars and shit. And motherfuckers was lying at school saying that was me. Like, bitch, I ain't even chunky like that.
Oh, that's funny.
So with COVID, everything we've been through, shit was hell of a lockdown. Now it's wide open. Um, how do you see stuff going in the next 2 years? You think Fools is going to kind of slow down a little bit, or you think because the floodgates are open right now, everybody just going to go buck wild with it?
I think some bullshit is about to happen, like another like COVID type of situation, but not probably. I don't know. It might be COVID again, but they about to do some pandemic type shit. I do know that.
Hmm.
All
Like,
right. Well,
I don't know,
I'll say this.
just the way like they doing the little weird stuff with the economy. I'm
Yeah.
like, ain't no way y'all ain't loading up to do some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, ain't no way this is it. Like, y'all, I feel like they was testing some shit. And
Hmm.
they figuring out in the lab how to perfect it and hit niggas with it. I don't
Hmm.
trust this shit. A motherfucker be like, oh, you a conspiracy theorist? Like, nah. I just pay attention to how they fucking with the money and shit. And all this crypto shit and what was that shit? NFTs. What happened to them motherfuckers? You know what I mean? Like,
Gone.
what happened to them
Gone.
shit?
Yeah, that's the
Like,
next big thing, and it's gone.
man, motherfuckers just used all their money for some bullshit, some dumbass pictures and shit. And now what?
Hmm.
Well, I'll say this, man. Out of asking that question a good 70 times, you didn't come with the doomsday answer, but but, but you came with an answer that was a little less optimistic than most. But I can't say that it couldn't be, you know, a realistic theory.
Yeah, get your money and get you some crypto real fast because they about to get rid. You go. I feel like one day we gonna look up and they gonna be like the dollar. If you don't get that shit out of here with your broke ass, you thought you was rich. Get that shit out of here. You could cash in some diamonds. They gonna have like a whole diamond exchange at 7-Eleven soon. What?
Yeah, I'll say I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I do business with him, and I don't really talk politics, but I found myself having the conversation a little bit with him, and I was
Yeah.
like, I shared with him a theory that I had, and so the theory was basically Obama had 2 terms. His first term, he kind of figured some shit out, maybe reverse some of the shit that was going on before he got into office. The second term, he got the wheels going where shit could kind of get cooler. But then when Trump got elected, he really was
All that
able.
shit,
Well, he
all
was
that
able
shit
to.
went out the window.
Well,
All
no,
the success.
yeah. What I think is Trump was able to take advantage of the shit that Obama did because it,
Yeah.
like stuff don't just happen in real time. It starts, it starts back there, and then it kind of
Right.
catches, and then it kind of catches up, and then when Trump saw that he might not get reelected, he started doing some little hater stuff to kind of like mess stuff up a little bit. And then when he knew for a fact that he probably wouldn't get elected, he really was throwing the monkey wrenches. And then after they didn't, the January 6th situation, when he realized he wasn't
When
going to be there was an opportunity for him to not be the president again. He was like, well,
yeah,
you know what? If Biden is
tear
coming
this
into
shit up.
office,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just make it hard, man. I'm gonna do everything I can do to,
Hey,
to
I
throw.
don't know if this was. I feel like Trump is kind of. Trump acts like a broke ass nigga. You know what I mean? Like with all the money he acts like a bitter broke ass nigga. Like, oh, okay, y'all want me to leave? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
fuck this shit up. Before I leave, I'm definitely gonna fuck this shit up. I'm gonna throw spaghetti all over y'all wall and couch, like Rick James, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, y'all want me to leave? That's fine. I don't want to leave. I don't have to leave. Like, you're gonna make me leave because those are the rules. Oh yeah. Hey, y'all run up in here, man. Y'all run up in here. I don't care if you get shot in your face doing this shit. Just run up in here, man. At all costs. At all costs. Let's make a statement. That motherfucker's crazy, man. I miss Trump though, man. Cause I was waiting for somebody to assassinate his ass. Cause that nigga was getting away with the most shit. Like I thought like when he came through San Diego and he was running for election, I was like, ain't no way he gonna make it through San Diego with these motherfuckers down here. And he after El Chapo and like, yeah, I'm gonna get El Chapo. Like, nigga, y'all not about to come down to San Diego with your shit and like they didn't even do nothing to him, though. And that surprised me because I'm like, man, I grew up with y'all. I lost bets. Like I just knew y'all was gonna fuck Trump up when he came down here. Y'all didn't do nothing first election. Like that shit let me down. I was telling all the homies, like all the Mexican homies, like niggas know during that time I was sad. Like fuck, man. Like I thought y'all was gonna at least throw a chocolate at this nigga. Niggas didn't throw a chocolate or nothing. God damn, like this nigga was sitting separating people from their kids. Like this nigga was a real like a Nazi camp leader type shit. Like if you think about it, like that nigga was on some Jewish concentration camp shit. Like who the fuck does that to people and their kids? Like, yeah, man. Look, we just about to put your kids anywhere, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you shouldn't have came over here. Nobody told you come over here. Yeah, your kid's sick, man. We gonna have somebody take care of him. Who? We don't know. We don't know who the fuck we gonna put him with. Like this shit crazy. They just was throwing people kids everywhere. That's some that's some Nazi ass shit. And then he just left office like that shit is just normal. They still punishing Nazi war criminals. This nigga just left office like fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. You give a fuck. Trump's a cold motherfucker, man. I had talked to him, man, because he outsmarted the fuck out of this country with some straight bullshit too. Like I wish I could get away with some shit like that. Like he's inspirational if you look at it right. That motherfucker got away. Like you ain't no way somebody that stupid should have ever been the president and was supposed to be the greatest country in the world. Ain't no way a motherfucker that look like that, act like that, talk like that, like you might as well have got a high school dropout from Fifth Ward of Houston and let this nigga be president. Cause this nigga just said any old wild ass shit.
So you ready for this next run of him being president?
Oh yeah, I'm ready because I'm still waiting for somebody to assassinate this motherfucker, man. I'm really waiting for that shit, man. Like, shit. I don't want it to happen or wish it on nobody, but I'm like, ain't no way you can keep getting away with saying this shit. And none of these people just be like, fuck it, I can't take it no more. You know what I mean? Ain't no way. Hey, I thought Obama was gonna get assassinated, to be honest. Did y'all really feel like they was gonna let a black man be president? Did y'all really believe like when you first heard it, you wasn't scared for Obama? Like, oh no, somebody's gonna kill him.
That's what everybody was saying, but I ain't.
You know
so.
what? I heard some cats in Las Vegas, and they was taking bets, and I was just kind of like, "Fuck, man, what kind of world we living in, man?" Like, fools was really taking bets, and I was like, "Damn, is that where we at?"
Man, this shit could be historic. Y'all just want to make some money off of getting clacked. Is insane. That's a crazy ass.
Hey.
That's disrespectful.
Hey.
This is historic. All y'all care about is nah, man. The parlay or over under on him getting the headshot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. But no, man, with that being said, anybody in the San Diego Mesa area tomorrow night, where can they come and check you out?
Yeah, Claremont Mesa, man. This shit is on Claremont Mesa Boulevard. I think it's 8878 Claremont Mesa. 8878, if I'm not mistaken.
All good.
Yeah, man, with this dude Slink, aka Black Jesus, aka Lamar, aka this nigga got hella personalities. And he better have some weed. I know he better pull up with some weed. I'm not playing with Sleek, bro. This gonna be the last show y'all see me do with Sleek if he pull up here with no weed tomorrow, because I know he got
But that's
something.
his whole brand, though.
I'm tired of him. Yeah, his brand is to smoke other people's. I understand that. I'm part of the Smoke Yours crew too. But every once in a while, as regional president of the Southern chapter of Smoke Yours, I feel like the president should also smoke with me. Selfish. You know what I mean? He's a good dude. When it comes to that weed, though, fuck everybody. You know what I mean? That fool got the presidential sack, he keeps to himself. Then he got that community sack. He smoke with everybody. But yeah, we gonna have a good time tomorrow, man. It's a sold out show. Probably the first time that place ever really sold out a show outright. So it's gonna be a good time. Just don't get in my mom's way, please. Whatever you do, I do not want to hear that lady mouth about how your back stink after the show is over.
Wow.
That's right. And so what's up with you, Jeremy? What you got coming up?
Tomorrow I'm at Sunset Rooftop at 8 o'clock and Comedy Store at 10:30 p.m. Let's see, and you know what? Yeah, I just want to say I got LA convention on the 2nd. Just follow me at Jeremy Comedy Instagram. Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm gonna follow you because everywhere you go to do comedy, I'm gonna tell them like, hey, you know I'm his friend, right? You told me about that nigga funny. That
come to the
nigga
store,
funny.
man. Come to the store. Yeah, we
Hey, yeah,
all
you
kicking it.
be what you doing? The sales room, or you doing the main room, or what room you doing?
Not tomorrow. I'm doing a development spot in the belly, but I'm doing the shells on the 7th. I got 2 shows on the 7th, so
Okay,
I'm being there. Yeah,
yeah, I love Michelle, man. She
yeah,
important to the comedy community. I appreciate that lady, man. I just
absolutely.
like her hustle. She be everywhere too.
Yep.
And if you got your shit together, she'll help you have a show. So when I
Yes.
saw that about her, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, she ain't normal.
Yeah. Yeah. She got something coming up at the Ice House.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
Shout out to Miss Murdoch. You know what I'm saying? We had her on the show. Very interesting
Absolutely.
conversation.
yeah.
You know, very interesting
Absolutely.
conversation. Well, no, man, with that being said, this has been another episode of Splendid Radio on Farside TV. Thank you, Will. I appreciate it. I appreciate Slink for throwing the alley-oop.
Yeah, appreciate y'all for having me, man. It's a good time, just good conversation with y'all, man. Appreciate you.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
All right,
Same
then.
here.